What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the S.n.B. show. I am Jay, that's Nick, and you know that we are here on this special day once a week. That I don't even know if it's Tuesday, Wednesday anymore. William just decides what day it is, but it's going to be here this next week. So, listen, thank you guys again for liking, subscribing, and commenting on the channel and the Facebook page. If you do see it, hit the like bell, make the little thing go
ding ding.
Because if you make it go
ding ding,
then not only do you get a ding ding, but you get to see the recurring looking
Mr. Panda.
Stupid Mr. Panda.
That's right. You always gotta make love to the pandas. Don't make love to the pandas. That's weird. We always gotta love the pandas.
Yeah. How do you think the panda gets on the show?
Think about it.
And think makes love to the panda.
No, I do not! Well, that was weird. Alright, enough of that.
Okay. So what's up, guys? I know that we don't have, do you think this last week you guys saw us pick our top favorite albums, I believe, from 2008 on up. That was hard. And I mean hard. Almost like getting a Blue Chew hard. We're not sponsored by Blue Chew, but if we ever are, that's a good ad read for them.
And also, if you guys like that video, you like to see us doing stuff like that, please, you gotta let us know. How are we gonna know if you don't say nothing?
Let us know.
Just let us know.
We'll be your hoe.
Hell yeah. Hey, money's tight these days, my man.
Inflation's real.
We be doing what we gotta do. Don't be trying to find me never mind, I ain't going there. But yeah.
We are filming this on a Saturday night. Normally we film in the morning, but we had some emergencies going this past week. A supporter of the show, live show at least, not this show necessarily because he doesn't watch YouTube, but live show was performing. He went down due to medical issues. It was a very scary moment for everybody. So out of respect, we did not make any videos regarding him or the health, and we're not going to because he's a very proud individual. And
but we will say that everything's kosher for the moment.
It's looking good. So he's recovering from that. Plus, Thanksgiving was coming up. And
that's right. And as we're recording this, it's the day after Thanksgiving, so we hope everybody
had a good Thanksgiving.
That's right. Eat that turkey.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of crap has just went down for both of us personally over the last week. Like, for me, I can tell you it's like, that happened, and then another thing happened, and this other happened. It just went downhill like real quick. So this really feels like a good relief.
Yeah. Snowball effect.
Yeah. Speaking of snowball, we're heading into December, so we'll see a lot more of those. But yeah. So we just want to be upfront honest. Like I said, you keep it with us, we keep it with you. Like I said, out of respect to people that have been affected by it during the 2 weeks and a half that was. We're not going to reveal any personal information or tell you the people that were involved in any of these things, but just know that life is what life is, and it happens, and, we luckily were able to come back to do this show without being too emotional about it. So that is what the important part was.
Exactly.
Now, we actually made a list the other day.
We did. Well, we started on a list.
Again.
We started on a list the other day, but
we'll share it with you.
Life happens.
Why don't we share it with you? I'll share it with you right here in the air. Once stuff behind it.
Well, yeah, like you said, life happens, stuff comes up, and, this isn't our full-time job at the moment, so until it gets there, you have to work with us for a minute. We're trying to make content, we're trying to do music, we're trying to do everything, but, we're also dads, and, we have lives outside of this, and...
Right. So we're just making a fun episode basically right here. We're going to tell you kind of what we talked about. Well, it's going to be our episode, basically. I feel in kind of a way. As you guys know, we bragged about having music and songs, and the whole book he can show you right there in that book. You can show him the book. Behind that book, some of these pages.
Oh, hold on, man. Give you a little peek. Oh, that's all I get.
This is like OnlyFans. You guys subscribe.
That's what you get.
I mean,
Okay, actually, you know what? I'll just do this. Don't mind my. Yeah.
Sure.
Don't mind my scratch, but if you can see it, if you see that, that's all you get. You're gonna have to stay tuned for that one.
So behind that book, some of these pages of the book have been new songs that we have written,
Ben writing.
or trying to finish,
That's right.
and or in our phones, because a lot of that's probably just where mine is.
So yeah, we might not have been making content and showing everybody, but we've been working too. I mean, you know, we
So-
still be messaging each other.
I
at 3 o'clock in the
understand.
morning.
Wait. Okay, guys, don't leave. I know, because it's the part where you guys are like, you guys say this every fucking year, right? They're gonna change this year. They're gonna be full-time this year. Everybody's gonna do that. I know. We say it all the time, and you guys get excited. And 2 months into it, it's just like, oh, here they go. Same excuses. They don't come up with new music or nothing. And So, and I completely understand. So, before you walk away from this camera or this video, understand.
Oh man.
I get you, but I'm asking you. So we're heading to 2023. So just please just give us one more opportunity.
Bear with us, per se.
Okay? Because the plan number one in 2023,
It's a big one.
you're going to see a new music video.
100%.
Now,
We don't fully have the details yet, but I will say what we're aiming towards.
beginning of the year. Right?
The beginning of the first quarter, we'll call it. And for people that don't know what that means, it's around like the January to about the March era.
Almost spring.
Almost spring. So within the next like 4 or 5 months, we will have another music video out with a brand new song that we've teased for the past almost couple of years.
If you go back on YouTube, we've done it before.
We have done it acoustically. Actually, they're in S.n.B. the first season. I can't remember what episode it was. I think it was episode 7 or 8. I'm sure Willie will pop it up somewhere to fact check me, but it's somewhere in there. We reacted to it, to our first ever edition of "Miss You" by a Country Mile.
So, also again, B. Thomas, if you do watch this, thank you again. Appreciate that. Second thing is, we're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers by the end of next year. I mean, he told me that's pretty. That's pretty attainable goal. With that, like I said, new songs.
Okay. But the only way we can get there is, you know,
Again, if you like this and you hit the subscribe button, you make the little dingy ding,
Yeah, like-
ding dong, go off.
the little YouTube, what's it called there, has to know. You know, they got to know that you're watching our stuff, and if you're entertained, if you're not entertained, tell us how to be entertained. And we'll, you know, volley back and forth. That's the only way we're going to get better at this.
I'm going to skip the last part of this because I want to say that for last.
But yeah, so make sure you keep comment.
As you will see, the room will get done hopefully by summer. Summertime is we're looking to finally move into our studio that we moved into, but we're going to make it homey
Yeah.
by that time.
And we're talking like walls up and paint on the walls, and we try to put. We'll get into that as it comes.
Fourth thing, and I know a lot of you guys have been following this for years and heard us talk about this, so it's annoying, and I know that. Nashville, we're going to Nashville, and let me address this, at least on my behalf. I'm pretty sure we're on the same page. We're not going to Nashville to be superstars. We're not going to Nashville to get signed. So if you guys are like, oh, you guys are wasting your time by doing that, we know. Then that's why we're not going to go do that. We're going for the bigger thing of networking, getting to know the real songwriters. But I mean, I'm not saying that we're not real songwriters. I'm saying though that we're like D4 high school people compared to what the real people down there are. They're Michael Jordans every day.
D1 athletes.
Yeah.
The Music City.
So we already know our lyrics compared to them is probably laughable, but that's fine. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't take time to understand is that you have to somewhat get laughed at to understand that you're not the best, and we're not the best by any means necessary. But the thing to become the best is to become better networking people, to become branching out.
And also, you know, come here, you don't want to hear this. We're going to bring you with us.
Right. So we can vlog it.
That's right.
Right. Don't know when Nashville is taking place, but I do know that it is taking place. Whether it's
sometime next year.
Yes.
That's definitely happening.
Honestly, we both talked about it. It doesn't be during the big SnB Music Festival. Though I did find out it's like the 50th anniversary of that, so that's interesting. Yeah, so these are just a couple of things we've been up to. Now, the last part I've been waiting to tell you is kind of my favorite. It's like my specialty. Like if we break it down in the laboratory, like when it comes to how to, I'll give this man credit all
Put me
day.
a lab coat on.
Okay, I will come up with maybe half of a chorus or a full chorus over an idea of songs, and we rewrite together on this because like we'll just bounce back and forth. Like we just played a song that we're coming up with called "What You Know About Country Song." He did his version, I did my version. They're like maybe
A smidge off. Not even
that far apart. So it just shows you. So like we'll writing together, we'll fix it, we'll clean it up, make it look good, make it sound good. Presentation. So this comes back to this next part. So I know a lot of you, hopefully William and whoever can make a short of this so that we can put this on our Facebook page as well. That way you know what this whole 8-minute video to get to this part. Some of you are going to be excited. Some of you are going to be like, oh my God, again. But let me tell you something. This part means a lot to me because it's a Saturday night. Well, it's not Saturday night yet, but it's going to be a Saturday night very soon. And for the last 2 years of Saturday nights, we haven't done anything on Saturday nights. And around here, we created a tradition that at least once a month, you guys got to go out to a Legion, to a bowling alley, to a community building, and have fun. We haven't been able to do that. Now, whether it was fun because you got to go to drink, fun because you got to watch two goofballs make fun of each other and people in the crowd, or fun because...
whatever your reasons may be.
Yeah, but it was, we understood when we were done with it that non-selfishly, it wasn't really about us anymore. It was about what you guys wanted to do, because his wife talked about it. People talked about it, like, you know, you guys give us something to do on Saturdays around here. You know, so that being said, don't know when. And there's only like 2 or 3 places that we can really choose from at this given second because of what we want to create, right? Obviously, we know that there's ordinance and there's things that we have to follow by. So we can't go to Madison Square Garden. That's kind of the question. It's not in the budget. But we are going to do one more old school show. Well, what that means is basically we're going to go back with the background music, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to show you a little bit different, okay? We're going to do the more acoustic stuff. And background music is very interesting because this is something that kind of pisses us off for very many years. You get criticized for being glorified karaoke singers. But to be honest, if you listen to a rap person, they have an instrumental behind them all the time by a DJ. The only difference between them and us is that it's accepted in that genre. When we do it, it's considered glorified karaoke or whatever. Or releasing songs to be very different than a lot of people. It's hard because everybody has the same idea. They're going to be different. But if you guys think back to the 90s, you never heard a song on the radio without it being aired to CMT first or some, like, maybe MTV if it was really crossover-ish. Mm-hmm. So what we talked about doing is, not for everyone because it's hard to keep up with production like that.
And once again, you know, budget, that too.
Yeah. But
we're 2 normal working class men trying to chase our love for music.
But more often than not, any new song that we're going to go with is probably going to be having a music video right attached to it. So if you see it by itself, like a lyric video, guaranteed within like 2 months behind it, we have one planned to go. And that's just because visual is so important. Like everybody can take a song how they want to, but you can see the music video and go, that's really different. I didn't expect that. And I do want to announce here too that thank you to our crew. We did have a crew basically sign on before we did this last couple of videos. We have a social media person who's going to help us with that because Lord God forgive us, we do not know how to do all that. Okay.
And bless her heart for having to deal with our crap.
I've heard rumors of us breaking up before, which I thought was hilarious. I never thought that, but I'll address it here in my own way here, Nick can vouch if he likes to. We wouldn't be doing this if we were going to break up. Okay? Wouldn't be trying to make a whole new logo, wouldn't be trying to make a whole new thing if it's supposed to be Nick Durgan or Jay Stevens by themselves. Alright? Look. He's a good singer, he's a great songwriter. If the man wants to go do something, to go sing a song, I'm not sitting here getting pissy about it because his first priority, like he said, is S.n.B. Okay? My first priority is S.n.B. I'm not. At one time I was all trying about being the superstar, but I don't give a shit about that no more. Because to be honest with you, now that Ryan Up Church and support, thank you, has exposed the business, it definitely gives us. I still don't want to fuck you. Okay, I just give you mad credit because you give two guys here.
Well,
No, you trying to fuck him.
No, I'm not. A very open avenue to show that you don't have to be politically correct or don't have to sing the right way or whatever just to have fun. And it took us a long time to learn that, but thank you, I appreciate that. But anyway, my whole point is. All I'm saying is, I know we're getting off track, all I'm saying is 2023, I promise you, as much as I will sit here and say it, I have a 3-year plan. Basically, there's a 3-year contract, I think, that gives, I'm not going to reveal how old that is for me, but that gives him about where I'm at now to make it. And I'm not saying make it as we got to be Garth Brooks, but make it to the point of that we could be
stable.
Living off this for a little bit. Or making extra income. At least extra income off of it.
Yeah. And also to piggyback off of what he was saying about the whole, like, different way we're going to do this now. So, you guys seen the polished, glitz, glamour, superstar type thing. Not saying that you won't see that every once in a while, because, you know, obviously...
And not that we were. We're not saying we're superstars.
Oh, no. But, you know...
Around here, we were superstars.
The persona was that we were, you know...
What was
them
that?
guys.
Fake it till you make it, right? There you go.
Pretty much, right? So, pretty much what he's saying is you're going to get the raw, uncut version of us that we should have been probably from the start, that we had to learn the hard way. And now we're doing this not because we have to, but more we want to. It's more of a want. So I think,
and a need,
in my opinion, that 2 years away was probably the best thing that ever could have happened for us. Because it made us really sit down and realize, oh, well, we're doing this and this and this for these people, but why don't we do this, this, and this for us? Instead of trying to please everybody, let's just make the music we want, let's say what we want, let's do the things we want to do. Instead of, oh, well, man, you know, if we do this way, we're going to lose this person or that person. Because we both had a very good conversation, probably like a couple months ago now. I come over here one morning, early in the morning, didn't even really tell him I was coming. I was like, hey, listen, Bubba, we got to talk. And it wasn't about, like, I wasn't dying or nothing, but I was like, I think this is where we got to go, and it was crazy. You know, this always happens with us. We always had these same idea, thoughts, but nobody knows how to break the ice first.
If you keep it real with us,
we will keep it real with you.
And just like Troy Gentry said, we'll see you on the flip side.
Hey-o.